say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will kick it. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the... They'll run it from the gun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Off the play fake. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a move. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the left side. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're going to ride this running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Yeah, and what...
Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on bounds.
They'll line up for a second down play. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Flips it out to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. He didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Looking for a crease to the left. Still running at the 40. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get...
And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. The 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the missed connection, it's second down.
29 Philly.
The play action fake. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. We're only in the first quarter. They've already got a pick, and that time they swat another one away, man. They are breaking on the ball.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Complete in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Right down the middle. And the ball is picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. A full dive to haul that one in. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Wide receivers now when he loses 4 on the carry. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Zings it complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special team, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This time it's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. On the ground, it's Walters. At the 45 on his way. Lowers those pads. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Running to the left. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker U, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M.
Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He was looking for running room, but they get him down to the 28, and now they are set up. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll give it to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off play action. Gets it out quickly. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime, to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the tight end. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, looking again to throw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. One more snap coming before halftime. This defense will try to keep everything in front. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll open the second half with a run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, TCU. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Texas.
Line line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll throw one to his right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Potts. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man quickly. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, look out. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short, making that official reach for his flag. It's complete on the right side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 17 to Syracuse. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Using the quick game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
The sure hands, it's Walters. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Tries again to get it in.
Want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
TCU 21, Texas.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
Oh, it's out! Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
As a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. And man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Running back searching for a hole. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes him talk to the hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The short hands, it's Walters. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Horned Frogs are marching down the field.
Get set, get set.
Comes out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and we'll change into the field now.
Texas 42, TCU 21.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Trying to get to him. Dances away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
On second down, he'll let it fly. On the run, still looking. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or
another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
TCU.
man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing. He's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 5 over Army. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Runs through the tackle. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Makes one man miss. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got room on the return. At the 20. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get a grip.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the comeback is on. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. build this lead a little bit bigger and put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The give as they work on that clock. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on third. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's caught inside the 30. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers. Serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third down, going up top. With the catch, it's Washington. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. Running back was able to make the first guy miss. Couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Into the end zone. And he throws another interception. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. At any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the TCU Horned Frogs return team didn't help matters out much there. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Cook. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man. It's Richardson. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Horned Frogs in the hurry up. Wide out in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the air, it's Hoover. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drop. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Gets it inside the 10. The expressway is wide open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Going for 6. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense like that action.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Gators! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game
I almost scored.
getting the touchdown pass.
I almost
This
scored
quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away.
Number 29, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They knock him down right there.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. It's a draw. They tried it again and got the same result. They'll get nothing and like it. Now they're looking at a 3rd down.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch and stride inside the 15.
I scored!
Touchdown, TCU! And once he
Run
got loose, it
and
was
then I
all
scored. Nobody kicked me
How
this
about
time.
that quarterback taking
Why
the
not?
shot
Nine points.
downfield and delivering to the
I got 9
wide
points,
open
Dad.
receiver.
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every
To
opportunity to
believe
show off
it.
that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
He scored 9 points. Dad. The purple team got
They'll try to add another to their lead.
9 points, and then the blue team got
And the extra
7
point gives
points.
them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah,
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
1st down for the offense.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory.
Dad, I got
They'll snap
10
it
points
1st and 10
now.
from just across the 50.
Dad, I got 10
The
points.
handoff to Johnson. Nice move to pick
Then
up yardage.
they beat me up
And this
now.
defense has its
No,
work cut
no,
out
I
to
just-
get this
I
dude
got
on the
10
ground. He
points
was
still.
shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st.
And they didn't even win the ball. They didn't even score.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Gators have moved it inside the 20. To the air, it's Lagway. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's got it. Takes it to the house.
That touchdown again.
Florida.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum.
Dang, they got 30 points now. I still got 7 points.
And say what? Keep that passing game up. You can keep this
need
lead,
to
keep
win.
the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
You need to win with them.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Number 29, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just trucks through it. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got him downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
He's going to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To throw, it's Lagway. Quickly to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. They'll immediately call timeout. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now, and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Badger. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. You got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line. It's really nice to have that.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Grab near the sticks, it's Wilson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
I touchdown again.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch.
You know I got
If this
20
quarterback
points.
gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Here he comes with the return. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
The Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Handoff to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
He did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but in the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
To the air, it's Lagway. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision
Yeah, it's
here.
not a sandwich.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all
Yeah,
of
it's
their
not
different
like a
exotic
sandwich.
looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't
in the-
seen on
in
film
the
yet. And
back.
it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
On the return, it's Richardson. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass on second down. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll call his own number. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Johnson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd down coming up after that completion. The snap sets up the throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Now on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the Horned Frogs will have a first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cling to it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Fires to the big fella.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
What a game.
Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. They want to just keep throwing it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Here's the handoff. Tackled, but he has a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Sanders.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game.
Yeah, I'm
I got to be able to
hungry.
throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Taco.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert
I
through
think
the
I
air.
like this taco.
Finds a man on the right.
It smells just like
They bring him
cheese.
down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Low on your side.
Now they'll try to get the two and make it a 3-point game late.
Oh,
Dropping back, it's Hoover. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the
yeah,
hand.
16 points now. Let us score.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive. He's got it down the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think if your offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Leaves it with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Now, nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida Gators offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in, because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So TCU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Now the play fake. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. He'll keep it himself. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second to the ground.
Second down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The run from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Quarterback on the keep. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And how nice is it to have a guy that can say, I'm just going to go get the first down. Like, I know I have options. I can do X, Y, and Z, but I'm just going to let me run it, go get the first down, and give myself an extra set of downs.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Finds his tight end. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. They're trying to get to it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He finds his man.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and past deep. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the line. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the right. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Hawkins. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quick completion on the out. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Bringing it back, it's Richardson. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback